video we'll discuss the new feature pack for the Dialog component that lets you do a search on an embedded report component. So what you can see here is a simple Dialog component that happens to have 3 fields, and you can see here I've implemented a show hide hyperlink that shows and hides that area over there, and then a button that says print report. Then in addition, if we go back to the definition over here, we can see that underneath the input controls we actually have an embedded object, which is the report, the customer summary list report, which was embedded using this embedded object over there. So let's go now and run this in the browser and see actually what happens. So if I go now to the browser and let's go here and type in, say, Massachusetts and then print report, we can see that we get a report showing all of our Massachusetts customers. If I then go there and type in, say, Smith and then hit the button, we now get to see our Massachusetts customers in Smith. If I then go here and type comma, let's go here and type in, say, King. So now we see Smith and King in Massachusetts, and then of course I can go there and click the close button. So in effect what we've done is we've created a search part for reports in much the same way that we have search parts for grids. And this is actually a very powerful functionality that extends reporting quite nicely in version 11 web applications. So let's go now back at to the Dialog Builder and look at how we set this up, and then after that we'll show you the use case in the tabbed UI component where this functionality is particularly useful. So going back to the Dialog over here, we can see that we've embedded our report object over here, and then the first thing that we did was we went to the show mode. By default the show mode is set to when page is loaded. Then there's an option that says when button is clicked, and now there's a new option called programmatic, and that's the option that we're going to choose right now because it's actually going to be this button over here that causes the report to actually print. So we chose the programmatic option over there, and we've also enabled the can hide window. So this is after the report has printed. We'd like to have the ability to hide it. So next we just put some controls on the Dialog. We chose a control called first name, last name and state, and then finally we put a button onto the Dialog. And now let's go and look at the definition of this button. So if we go to the on click event, we can see that this button is using an action in action JavaScript called run a report that is embedded in a Dialog. So you'll see that over there in the Dialog category there's run a report that is embedded in a Dialog using a custom filter for the report. So we'll go there, and now let's go ahead and edit it. So we chose the report that that has been embedded into the Dialog, and this is the report that we would like to run when this button is clicked. And now we go and define the search fields. So these are the fields, the controls on the Dialog that we would like to submit back to the server, and use the values that are in these controls to compute the filter that's going to be applied to the report. So the first name field is going to get submitted, and we'd like to then search against the first name field in the table that the report is based on. And then we've chosen here to do allow QBF syntax. Then on last name, you can see there we're going to search in the last name field, and then state is going to be used to search in the bill state region field, and again we've turned on allow QBF syntax. So now what happens automatically is let's go ahead now and save this and then run it again. And so you can see now that if I go here and type in, say, NY, CA, because I've got QBF syntax turned on, we're going to see reports for New York and California. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video.